Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. It's Karen, Lavender Clothesline. And this morning I'm just going to do a quick what sold over the weekend video. Hope everybody is well, and let's get started. So this weekend was mediocre sales. Lately I've been having really good sales, and this weekend I've sold a mix of hard goods and clothing. I think 19 items. Now one of the items I already have packed up because I have to bring it to FedEx, probably about 15 minutes away, and the rest will hopefully be picked up by USPS if I get it out in time. But I figured I'd start this morning by just showing you a few things that sold and talk about what's going on here. Boy, it seems really gloomy out today. We have had nothing but rain, which is driving me crazy a little bit. I am definitely a sunshine girl. So on the days that it's pouring rain out, I don't do well, but I'm just going to put my big girl pants on and get it done. So with having gone through this pandemic, as I look back for the time I've already spent in the house and, just social distancing, I think to myself, sometimes you just got to do it. You just got to shut off that mental, when will this end? And just not think so much. That's what I have to do because I am very introspective. I will overthink things to death. So this morning I got up, put on my rhinestone necklace, which I bought from my daughter, Mellissa, Freshbloominclothing. She got some great jewelry from Thread Up, I believe. I believe it was their jewelry rescue boxes, if I got that right. And Mellissa, I believe, bought 50 boxes. Could that be? So leave a comment down below, Mellissa, if I got that wrong. But some of that jewelry is gorgeous, and she's selling it at a great price. So I love to shop at her store. So that's where I got this necklace. Yep, threw on my Johnny Was kimono and a pretty rhinestone necklace to start the day, just to have a good attitude, turn it around. Because sometimes when you go through something like this, I find that it just can be overwhelming. So I just have to shut my brain off, do what I know to do, which is just keep going one foot in front of the other, and we will get through this. Now, as the country is starting to open up, we do all have to be really careful. We don't want anybody getting sick. But with having said that, I will be donning a mask and gloves and going out to thrift stores. I know there's some controversy about that, but this is my opinion, to take really high precautions. I carry Clorox canister with me. Yep, the whole canister of wipes, and also hand sanitizer, 2 masks in case one becomes contaminated, and gloves, always gloves. And I do open door handles with the Clorox wipes. I don't touch anything without wipes on. So that's what I'm doing to protect myself, but you can be sure that my business is going to continue. I'm going to do everything I can and that I know how. Now, if you have decided to stay in and quarantine until the whole country is open, I support you in that. And I think we all have to use wisdom and just do what is best for us with using great precaution. So that's my little commercial this morning, and without further ado, let's get started on what sold this weekend. So if you see me looking over this way, I have my iPhone set up to be able to tell, my eBay app what sold, and I'm just going to show you what items sold and what they brought. So let's get started. Please hit the like and subscribe button so I can keep going, and the bell notification so you'll be notified of when I post a new video. Now, right now I am doing 2 videos. I was doing 3, but I decided to cut it back to 2 until I had more to talk about. I recently spoke about my fence installation, which even that's on hold. My whole life is on hold, but I have patience. I will wait, and I know in the end, if I stick with things, they usually have a good outcome. All right, chit chat, let's go. The first item that sold was Levi's Strauss 3632. I hope I got that right. Yes, loose boot cut stonewashed jeans, and they are all packaged ready to go. Now, when I purchase my items, I clean them and I list them and I pack them and they go into inventory. So most times, if I'm caught up, items are very easy to pull. I just go to this size jeans bin and pull the jeans. So these brought 16, I should put my glasses on, 1532, and most likely I bought these for $2.50. Now, a lot of my Goodwill's up-price jeans, so I don't buy a lot of denim from Goodwill, but I do buy denim from other thrift stores that have it reasonably priced. So most likely the men's jeans that I'm going to be showing you that sold, figure $2.50 I paid for them. So that's the first item. And I'm going to throw them on the floor as we go along because I am moving at a clip this morning. Next up is J. Crew 3030. These are the vintage slim jeans. Again, they're packed up. And what did I get for these? I got $27.22, paid $2.50. That's going to be loud. Maybe I shouldn't throw them on the floor. All right, what is this one? This next one is Rock and Republic. $13.99. Now that's surprising to me that I only got $13.99 for Rock and Republic. These are men's jeans, but yet I got a higher price for J. Crew. So you can never tell. But if the jeans are in good condition, they seem like a current style or a very vintage style. I kind of stay away from the dad jeans, although I'm sure they sell well. I don't do too well with those, and they don't bring a high dollar. I'm looking for the most profit for my money, unless we're in a pandemic time or a time where I have a hard time sourcing, then I will pick up anything that's in good condition and clean, and I think I can list and get, a decent profit for. All right. I'm gonna have to be a little quieter putting those down on the floor. The next up is, okay, so there are 3 things that have just sold this morning I haven't pulled, and I will either share them at the end of this video with a screenshot, or I will go and pull them. So the first thing is a Kenner's Spirograph 1970 drawing set, and that brought $18. So I'll try to put that screenshot here. Banana Republic skirt, which I've had for a while. I don't know if that was an offer sent. $8 I got for that, $7.99. So not a high profit. Skirts, I think that one came from a dollar sale. So not bad, but I wouldn't make a practice, a business model from that price point. Next up, I believe this is a top I just got, Sigrid Olsen. Did I just get this? No, I might have had this for a while. $11.88. Again, I'll try to put the screenshot here or here, probably here. Next up is Royal Dalton. I showed these in a haul video. These are a set of baby cups and bowls. So the buyer is getting 2 of the cups and 2 of the bowls, and I bought these a while ago. Probably had these for about 2 or 3 months. $32.55 they brought, and I believe, I don't remember what I paid for these, figures somewhere between $3 and $5. Next up is a pair of Air Jordans men's sneakers. Now I always disclose to you guys, I got nothing. I got no clue about men's sneakers, and I have tried, but there are so many style names and model names. Now Nike is great, Jordan is great. They all have the identification tag with the item number inside. It's a white tag. You look up that style number and it'll give you the name of the shoe. So these are a men's sneaker. Really nice condition, and the unique thing about this sneaker is the Jumpman symbol on the back is 2 different colors. So I don't know how that happened. I don't know if somebody bought 2 pairs of this or a pair of this and a pair of this and then mixed them, or if they were sold this way. So if you have any information about that, I'd love to hear how 2 different color sneakers were sold. But that's what we got going on here. And they are the same size, of course, $40.95. What did I pay for these? $7. All right, the next item up is one of these head wreaths. I've been making these. Oh, this goes pretty with my Johnny Was top. Look at that, I love color. So I sold one of these, $8. And I have been making these in the evening when I watch a movie, and they are a celebratory head wreath, fantasy head wreath. In my store, $8, 1 sold. I think right now I've sold a little bit under 40 of them at $8 a piece, so really thrilled with that profit. I did figure out what these are costing to make for me per piece, and it is pennies, so doing really well with these. And the key that I shared 2 videos ago, I think, that the hint for this is to buy the supplies in great quantity. This is an item you have to commit to. It's not going to make sense to buy a little bit of this even if the craft stores were open, because the profit's not going to be there. But when you buy the ribbon and the garland wire, I'm buying this by the thousands of yards. So the ribbon comes in 500 yard spools, and I must have, I can't even tell you how many spools, 30 spools, and that's the way to do it. You got to commit to this, and you got to make a lot of them, and in my opinion, that's what makes sense with these. So here they are, fantasy head wreaths, and thank you to all of you who have bought them. So many of you have been kind and made a purchase, and I appreciate your support of my store. Okay, the next item up is Kokomo Woman's Tunic Top. I thought this was a dress. This is a top. Wrong one. Where are we? We're over here. It's packaged. Beautiful colors, and this brought $11.20. I think Kokomo is one of the items that a friend donated, so thank you, Bernadette, if you're watching. Very much appreciate your donation. And I know a lot of you felt upset that you really felt I wasn't compensating anybody that was donating. For the people that have donated, they didn't ask me for any money. They were so kind. They just said, hey, we know you sell, and you know, here are some things that we're not using. We cleaned out our house. So there were quite a few of you that did that if you're watching, but just know that almost always I compensate a person for their kindness. I don't take advantage of people, and I know some of you have tender hearts and you were worried about that. Never worry about that with me. I always try to be fair to people. So thank you, Bernadette. I appreciate your help during this rough time, and if you ever need a favor, you know I'm there for you. Did I say what this brought? $11.20, all packaged, ready to go. Okay, if you guys always see me looking over here, I'm looking at my iPhone to see what's sold, and if my eyes shift this way, I am looking at the camera religiously to make sure that the red light is on, and I'm recording. There's nothing worse than getting all ready, all dolled up, and doing a video only to find that you didn't turn the record button on. You know, you would think this is so easy to remember to check, but with having set up for videos, like being fairly new to this with the camera instead of the iPhone, you got to set the microphone up, all the lighting. It's a lot, but I am enjoying it, and I hope I can keep bringing videos to you guys because I really do enjoy it. It's just a lot to remember. So, yep, sometimes I forget to hit the record button. All right, next item up, a vintage clip-on pair of earrings, rhinestones, $13.88. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this through the bag. Let's see if we can do that. Really pretty. And I've had these for a while. I got some low offers, which I had declined, but now they've been in the store for a while, and I don't mind letting smaller items go for a discount. I never accept a lowball offer. That's just my business model. I don't need to do that. Now, if for some reason I really needed to clear out inventory, like say if I moved, which I'm not moving, but say something like that happened, then of course I would really be giving stuff away just to not make the move with it. But other than that scenario, I can't picture in what case I would accept lowball offers. So this is what I do. I look at the offer of what somebody has sent. Say I've listed something for $100. If somebody sent me a lowball offer of $20, I don't have time to go back and forth with somebody. But if somebody sent me 3/4, I'm going to say, or more, that's when I consider it. And if I can let it go for their first offer, I do. And if I need a little bit more money, I know that. I know my numbers. So that's my biggest tip today. Know your numbers, guys. Really understand what you need to get out of an item, you know, what you need to let it go for, sell for, and what the bottom line is after paying all your costs. Those costs will include what you sourced it for, your gas, your time, your fees, eBay and PayPal, any promotional fees you're running, and also your income tax. Yep, I'm paying income tax on every dollar I make. So you really have to know that bottom line number. And I'm not the accountant type. I am not a person to do Excel spreadsheets and all of that, but you can be sure I know my numbers. I know what number I need to make a profit. All right. I am very preachy this morning, aren't I? The next item up, I love finding these. Sometimes they take a while to sell. This is a Nautica men's zip fleece. I'm going to stand back a little bit. The yellow is beautiful. I love Nautica yellow. It's very eye-catching. Now the thing with fleece, especially the lighter colors, is I very much check to see if it has pills or stains, because fleece is very hard, in my opinion, to make it look better than it is. I'm not going to shave clothing unless I have like a Peruvian sweater or something that's really gorgeous and very high-end, Loro Piana, something like that, that I will put special care into it. So with having said all of that, if you have fleece, you really want the fleece to be in nice shape. Men's large, what did this bring? 22.32, and I paid $4.50. All right. Next item up is a dress, and this is White House Black Market, size medium. So that's what that looks like. Sleeveless dress with a beautiful banding on the bottom, and this brought $15.40. This dress, I believe, was donation. Okay, next up is a wood box, and recently I spoke about wood boxes, how I love finding wood boxes. So that's what that looks like. I don't really know the original use for this box. Sometimes you can tell. Recently I showed, I think it was in a haul video, a little wooden box that held playing cards. Sometimes, of course, you find boxes for jewelry, silverware, or flatware. But sometimes boxes are just, I don't know what they're for. I guess this could be a cigar box, not the kind that cigars came in, because this is too detailed, which cigar boxes, I'm going down a rabbit hole here, do bring money. If you have a nice lot of cigar boxes and you got them really, really inexpensively, you can do well with cigar boxes. People use them for different crafts. They make guitars out of them. Yep, any kind of musical instrument, all kinds of things. People use them for building projects. They take them apart for the wood. But this is a marquetry box. It has inlay. Just beautiful. Now this one does have damage. I took very careful pictures of it. I use a pen cap that has the little extra piece to point as an arrow in my photos. So the buyer really knows the condition of this. And what did this bring? $14, and I believe I paid $2.99 for this one. Alrighty, moving on. The next item is a Pottery Barn Chase Lounge chair cover, terry cloth, new with tags, all of that. And I bought 4 of these. Now this is packaged ready to go. And I did want to show you these in the package. This bag is a recyclable bag. It's meant for your recyclables, to put them out for recycling day. I purchased these, of course, new in box, and I like these because they are less cost prohibitive than buying bags of this size from a bag, how can I say this, a Ziploc bag. Now I do buy a lot of my Ziploc bags from U-Pack and Ship, UPAKNSHIP. I love that company. I'm not sponsored, but I always give them a shout out. They have always done right by me, great customer service, and their prices are very competitive. So you can find U-Pack and Ship on Amazon, eBay, and I believe their own website, of course. But I wanted to show you this bag. Sometimes they're blue, sometimes they're clear, but that's what I pack my bigger linens in before they go into the poly mailer or the box. So this is a Pottery Barn Chase Lounge cover. Like I said, it's an outdoor cover for your Chase Lounge chairs around the pool. Terry cloth. I got 4 of these new with tag. Now they did have a few little pulls, and I've disclosed that, of course, but I felt like these were really nice quality, and I don't think somebody's going to mind having, you know, a chair around the pool with a little tiny pull. I don't think you're even going to see it. Oh, my phone shut off. $42 it brought, and did I say I believe I paid $2.50 a piece, and I got the 4 of them. So this is the first one to sell. Alrighty. Last item of this group are, and I showed these on Instagram, I was thrilled with this sale, 2 brass snake, I guess those are cobra snake, did I put king cobra, candlesticks. Really nice. I love them. I think they're very well done. And like I said, $92.75, and I don't remember what I paid, not much, I'm just gonna say that. Guys, just know that I don't pay up. Well, let me just back up and say, very rarely do I pay up for anything. I think the most I have ever paid for something was $20, maybe that high. Yep, I'm that cheap. I really look for a low buy-in price. Now, I could go around buying items, you know, $50, $100, and flipping them for thousands of dollars, but I don't want to take that much of my capital on one item in case it doesn't sell. I know a lot of sellers are much more advanced than I am, but my business model is to buy in as low as I can and flip it for as high as I can. That's what I'm all about. And yeah, that business model has served me well and still just as exciting today as it was 7 years ago when my phone cha-chings and I'm like, yes, great sales. So those are the items that have sold this morning. I'm going to get busy and get these packing because USPS is sending out the truck. They do that every day, which I'm so appreciative for. They do that 5 days a week. They back up right in my driveway. And then I also make a run to FedEx. Yep, with the mask, with the gloves. I'm still doing that. Not as much as I was. So that's a great thing. And what else? I am still on hold for my fence, waiting for a surveyor to contact me. As you guys know, my back section, the back property line of fence is held up because I'm a little bit unsure of where my property line is. And for me, I take great value in my property. I want to know where my exact lines are. So that's what's going on there. I know all of these things will happen. I know the pandemic will end. I know my fence will put up. I know the stores will open. But some days it is a chore. It really is. It's more of a mental chore for me rather than like a physical thing. I keep busy around my house. I'm going out very little. But I think the mental part of this thing has been the biggest challenge for me because I am a big thinker. I do a lot of thinking. But in the end, I just keep going. I do what I know to do, and that's how I'm handling this. And I put on sparkly jewelry. So thank you so much for watching. I hope all of you are doing well. And as always, go out and get what's yours.